Hello everyone, this is Ömer Meykül. I am the Vice Chair of IEEE Computer Society SYP, and I am also IEEE Turkey YP Chair. And today I will present our work with my PhD advisor, Professor Dr. Aydan Müşerref Erkmen, entitled as Efficient Severe and Energy Data Collection via UAV with Limited Capacity Battery in Robotic Wireless Sensor Networks in Post-COVID-19 Era in this great conference. In COVID-19 era, the pandemic changed the economy and the world. It affects the society, healthcare, agriculture, education, working styles, supply chain. It changes everything. Robots and wireless sensor networks in COVID-19 era. How can they be used in this era? It can help us for our for the industry 4.0 and Internet of Things era, agriculture, and supply chain, and it can help us with working styles. It affects and help the society very much, even very much in this online era. We say online era because traveling becomes very problematic in this COVID-19 era. So everything becomes online, even this conference becomes online. So connectivity issues is very important in 6G era, and the robotic wireless sensor network can help can help us solve the connectivity issues in 6G era. Thus help us this supply internet. And let's consider the robotic wireless sensor networks in more detail. We consider efficiency and energy data collection via UAV. Here the UAV stands on the fusion center, and the cluster head robot assigns tasks to cluster member robots, and after they execute their assigned task and collect data from the sensors, they send their data to cluster head robot, and after the cluster head robot aggregates and evaluates all the data, they have a data efficiency, data accuracy. And if the UAV has sufficient battery capacity to visit all the cluster head robots, then it visits all. Otherwise, it need to desist from visiting some of them. In this case, the non-visit cluster head robots need to forward their data to another cluster head robot. And here we consider strategies for UAV and cluster head robots. Consider that if a UAV has such a strategy, then the other robots need to forward their data. For example, for the cluster head robot 6, it can forward its data with 1 hop, 2 hop, and 4 hop. And in this case, this is the best strategy for the cluster head robot 6. And in our strategy, efficiency and energy data collection strategy, we show it is optimal in our work. And in this strategy, we consider not only energy consumption of UAV, but also the energy consumptions of and data efficiencies of cluster head robots, non-visit cluster head robots. This is our main novelty to the literature. And our technique reduces energy consumptions of cluster head robots, and it extends the network lifetime. And it favors the cluster head robots which have high data efficiencies, and it can help us in Industry 4.0 and IoT era by monitoring anomalies in manufacturing process, and the robotic wireless sensor network can help us for transportation, thus facilitates automatization of supply chain. And using our technique in agriculture, the robotic wireless sensor network can monitor the environment in long time. Thus, it can detect anomalies and defected crops for the food security. And it can also be used in 6G era for the connectivity issues in rural areas and supply internet for the half of the world which have no internet. And it can help us to it can assist the autonomous vehicles. Thank you very much for listening to me.